Welcome to Reading with Mrs. Cox. This is the comprehension story from Saving Spring, a myth from Scandinavia. Let's begin. Once in the northernmost regions of the world, winter came and never left. People had endured long winters before, but as the calendar turned April and May, the snow kept falling and the sun would not shine. By June, the people in the local village grew fearful. They were unable to plant crops and afraid they might starve. Snowdrifts towered so high that the villagers were isolated from other villages. The mayor called an emergency meeting in the town hall. A roaring fire did little to reduce the chill in the air. Villagers sat huddled together on the wooden benches, trying to keep warm. Outside, another snowstorm raged, wind and snow swirling together. The mayor said, "Spring is being held prisoner by Old Man Winter at the North Pole. Several villages and towns have sent their bravest people to rescue her, but none have returned. They want us to send someone now." Everyone looked around, but no one volunteered. Then a young man named Oscar said, "I will go to the North Pole and I will see if I can rescue Spring. I don't mind the cold, and someone needs to challenge Old Man Winter." A few weeks later, Oscar saw Old Man Winter's huge ice castle looming in the distance at the North Pole. It was enormous. It was as enormous as a mountain. He looked for a side entrance to try and sneak his way in. But before he knew what was happening, 3 guards captured him and dragged him into the icy palace. They put him in a large room that was empty except for a few rabbits and deer shivering from the cold. Surprised, Oscar collapsed onto a bench to rest and soon fell into a deep sleep. When Oscar awoke, he discovered that his hands were now paws. He had turned into a huge tiger. A white rabbit sat a short distance away. Forgetting everything, Oscar only knew he was hungry. He chased the rabbit, but it was too fast. It led Oscar into a dark corridor. After a while, Oscar sat down on the rough ground. His actions horrified him. Tears filled his eyes, and he hid his head between his paws. "It's all right, my friend," the rabbit's small voice said from a hole in the wall. "This is what Old Man Winter does to people when they come here to save Spring. He turns them into animals, and they forget their humanity." "Who are you?" Oscar asked. "I am Greta," said the rabbit, coming out of the hole. "I am from a small village in the north. All the villagers and our animals froze. As the only survivor, I tried to help anyone who wants to save Spring. Little did we know what Old Man Winter had in mind. Many people roam the ice fields in animal form, having completely forgotten who they were. Saving Spring is our only chance of survival." Okay, let's look at the questions. All right, number 13. The winter described in the passage is different from other winters because A, it doesn't snow, B, the wind makes snowdrifts, or C, it doesn't end, meaning this winter in the story has not ended yet, or D, the skies are gray. Number 14, how does Oscar differ from other people in his village? He doesn't want to challenge Old Man Winter, or G, he doesn't mind the cold, where everybody else is freezing. H, he is friendly with the mayor, or J, he has been to the North Pole. Number 15, in paragraph 6, Old Man Winter's ice castle is compared to A, a monster, B, a tiger, C, a mountain, or D, a snowstorm. Please read through paragraph 6 and figure out which one of these the castle is being compared to. Number 16, what is the main problem that Oscar faces in the story? F, trying to rescue Spring. G, trying to get to the North Pole. Or H, trying to speak to Old Man Winter. Or J, trying to turn Greta into a rabbit. Number 17. At the end of the passage, what can you conclude will happen next? A, Oscar will eat Greta. B, Old Man Winter will let Spring go. Or C, Oscar will bring Greta back to his village. Or Greta and Oscar, who are the only 2 characters that you find out who their names are at the end of the story, will work together to save Spring. 18. As someone holding spring captive, Old Man Winter could be best compared to F, a knight on a quest to a foreign land, G, a hunter seeking big game, H, a prince seeking a princess, or J, a king seeking power over others. Number 19, both Oscar and Greta are A, friends of Old Man Winter, B, turned into animals by Old Man Winter, or C, enemies of spring, or D, turned into animals by spring. 20. After reading the passage, you can conclude that Oscar is F, mean, G, brave, H, lonely, or J, hungry. Double check your answers and please turn this in. Thank you.